Maybe later, maybe never. Well, I think it's doable, but yeah. At least currently, it's not that required as much. So, one of these big fuckers. Actually, can't I? Oh. Nope. I can't. That should fix it. So now we can get rid of all of this stuff in the middle. Also, there is this nickel belt. Do we actually need nickel? No. Pick it all up. There we go. And I get rid of these, that, this. Good! This is more than enough space. And yeah! Make sure there's automated crafting factories 3x3 and then you can make... make those automated factories 3x3. They can replace the vanilla assembler. I think wait, what? Not quite sure what you mean, but yeah. Oh, not you, the devs. Well, but if you would make this 3x3, then you would have problems. For example, with recipes like, let's find one. This is 6 inputs. You have some recipes that require like up to 12 inputs. So, yeah. Okay, you make construction robots. You also make construction robots. You make logistic robots. Oh, fuck, lubricant. I forgot about lubricant. How does one make lube? Oh, actually? Out of aromatics. Or out of coke. Wait. Oh no, this is to burn it. Aromatics is not a problem. We have polybutadiene over here, and we can make aromatics out of tar. So yeah, this is going to be fine. Then what do we need? Simple circuit boards for everyone, engines for everyone, and steel for everyone. No, aluminum for everyone. So first thing we're going to do. There will be a belt going through consisting of circuits and aluminum. We also need small parts. Oh god, this is going to be super annoying. We need to build this further apart. This is not going to go well. 2, 3. 2, 3. Oh, what? Why didn't you get placed? Okay, you make logistic robots. Then you go over there. And then you go over there. Into. Let's see. We need more stuff. Two of these, please. So that will be terminal output. Then we need small parts. How many do we need? Quite a bit. How fast can we make small parts? That's a good question. 4 per second. We need 2 per second for each of these. So 4 and 4. So we're going to make 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Small parts, small parts. And then these are 3 apart. Good. You require bolts. And bolts also require sticks. How many bolts do you require? I never ever made a good factory that actually makes these at a decent rate. I think bolt to stick ratio is a 1-to-1 ratio. So basically what you're telling me is you need 3 sticks every 2 seconds. How fast can we make sticks? At a rate of 4 per second. So something like this. 1, 2, 3. Over here we will be making the sticks. Over here we will be making these small parts. Now the bolts. Then I'm out of factories. Okay, meat. Salt? Where does your salt come from? Have you been losing in your game? Why are you salty? Or do you just need to take a shower? Let's see. Also, I placed... Let's place you there. You are wrong. You need to be over... there. I'm salty because I was the worst on my R6 team. Yeah, sucks to be you. Got carried as fuck. Good, this makes the parts. The belts we will be making somehow. Engines will be made further up. And then aluminum and solder. And over here we need more of the same. And the chromium. I have to think about it. Yeah. Chromium is coming from over there. So, move this about. That's better. Okay, these actually need more small parts than these. But this should be fine. You provide these two, you provide these two, so you will probably mostly put the output into him and a bit into him. You are making them at a rate of 4 per second. We would require them 2 per second, 4 per second, and then a bit more. Good. We also need small parts for the engines. If I remember correctly. Unless we are doing the other engine recipe of... This is the duralumin. Yes, we're going to do this one. So we also need a few small parts over here. So make the engines. And then the engines will be belted down. And then we need to do some kind of a split or merge. Maybe, no, we should actually... Yeah, I know how we're going to do it. Do you need engines? No, you don't need even engines. Okay. Pick all these up. There we go. So we're going like this, and then we place something else on here that we can use further down. Dude, what did you do? You're going to need belt. Belt. Everyone needs belts. You know what? We're going to place the belts on there also. And the longer I think about it, the more I think we should also remove this whole thing over here. So many old factories over here that we do not need anymore. Can now do basic things in Bash. Congratulations. Good to know. We need a dump chest. Dump. Dump. And let's place these two. Next up is scripts. Weapon shooting speed. For more, we would need military science. Military science is actually that bad. But let's go with this one. Let's go with the basic upgrade technologies. I think I may have done a boo-boo. So, how does one make belt? It's made directly out of rubber. Nice. So, you make belt. This will be going this way. Do you also need belts? Yes. So then we should split it off like this. And give you your belt intake. Also, let's pick up some power poles. This is annoying. Actually, surprised how fast I absorbed it all. Well, now I can back to looking at the second monitor. Hi! Also don't need these. Good, this is now making belts. How much belt are you actually making? Like 1 belt per second. How much belt do we need? Almost 1 per second. 3 per 10. Another 3 per 10. 3 per 10, so 1 per second down here. And almost 1 per second over there. So we actually do need way more of it than I thought we would. Let's use this chest. Place signs in there. Place a stick in there. Place the sand cast and the glass. Make another 2. Oh, my inventory is just absolutely full. In, copy, paste. So that should be making all the belts that we need. Then you need also gears. How many gears do we need? Like 2 per second, so 4 per second. And gears is something that we can make at a speed, I think 2 per second, if I remember correctly. No, yeah, 2 per second. So we will have to have 2 factories making gears. Sintert, have you straightened your spaghetti plan yet? Or are we still on the F just built forever mode? Either works fine and is entertaining to watch. Excellent. Semi. We did do quite a bit. I'm not quite sure if you have noticed it, but we had a problem with world generation. We had to do a little bit of space-time travel to throw our base around through the world generator until we got something that was actually generating the resources that we actually need. For example, we had a problem with niobium over here. It wouldn't spawn. Also, other things wouldn't spawn. Most things wouldn't spawn. So my map generation was fucked. And now we have these fun corners over here. Which is fine. But yes, it's still a little bit in fuck it all mode. We are getting the occasional good build in. For example, this over here is chromium making, which is making so much chromium. It's insane. Which monitors are you using? Actually, Doom, it's in my Twitch panel at the bottom. You can look it up. And it's easier than just finding it. Also, we made this iron facility over here. Oh, what? Big Wolf Chris! Oh, Big Wolf Chris. I'm so sorry. But in RimWorld, you died to malaria. Kinda croaked it. But then again, you had some amazing moments in our RimWorld campaign. You were one of those people who just didn't want to go down. You were usually bleeding everywhere, walking into the hospital, not letting anybody carry you, telling them to go fuck themselves, and then just collapse in the bed and get yourself patched up. Yeah, sorry about that. Actually, it was malaria, so it was Randy Random that killed you, and we did give you the best medicine that we could. It just wasn't enough. You just got it so bad, so sorry about that. We didn't eat them, I think. I hope we didn't eat them. We're not quite sure. I think we pretty much ended the stream right after because I was kind of depressed afterwards. Yes, and we tried to dabble with caravans over here. We have a caravan outpost depot over here and a depot over here. And I really, really wanted to try to make caravans work. However, it really didn't. I tried to make a self-sustaining outpost over here. You can see it over here. We are making wood non-stop. We are making planks non-stop. We are making coke and coals non-stop, but this wouldn't just make enough stuff to keep the base going. It would be running at a slight deficit and not at a slight increment. So it would slowly choke itself out, so we had to hook it up to the main power grid over here somewhere. Better have been turned into a nice hat. Maybe into a drape. Oh, Huggy is playing the old 2. And yeah, so this wasn't really working, and as such we improved it and we started going with trains. And we have a first train line, which is just running at its own pace currently. And currently we are now automating construction bots and logistic bots so that we can build the mega mall. And with the mega mall, we can actually start completely automating builds in total. So things can be started to move around, things can be constructed, deconstructed on the fly, and we don't have to do everything by hand. However, that still takes quite a bit of work. Also, rubber. That's probably something we should do in the future. Is there a better rubber recipe? Yes, there is. With styrene, we can make 10 rubber. And we only need to add some salt. Polybutadiene is already in, and we only have to make some styrene. And styrene is something we can make out of chromium. Beta X is something we are not making, but methanol, we already have some recipes. So maybe we could take a look at that. And Beta X. This doesn't seem too bad, to be perfectly fine. Doesn't the low response time annoy you? Sorry, the high response time. High response time? Usually I'm doing stuff, so I don't really notice. So yeah, we will have to upgrade this to the next level of rubber so that we can pump out the rubber so that we can make this thing go really, really fast. We should actually already write it down. Make better rubber, because we're running out of things to do. I'm asking why you chose that monitor. I didn't do any research in it. But I didn't want a full HD monitor. I wanted to have a monitor that has a little bit more. So I went with a 2K monitor. So 2440 by, what is it? 1560? Something like that. 2440. No, 2440 by 1440. Yeah, 1440. Because it's easier on the eye if you have bigger, smaller pixels. And Full HD is something, if you're working in working distance, is good on 20 to 22 inch displays, but if you're going above that, it should be 2K or something. And at the time, as I was buying these monitors, I didn't have the money for 4K monitors, or else I would have 4K monitors. But yeah, at some point in the future, I will upgrade to 4K. I don't really have a main gaming monitor. I have main working monitors. But for Factorio, it's not a problem. Also, just checking. I think one of my updates has removed the screen tearing. Or either I got absolutely used to it and I'm just not seeing it anymore. Screen tearing used to be an issue on Linux. I'm not quite sure if it's still an issue. I actually really don't notice it anymore. Good, continuing on. We're making small stuff. Don't make small stuff. Also, our inventory is an absolute mess. Drop this, drop that, drop this, drop that, drop this, drop that, this, that. That should be fine. Yeah, make this. Good, 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 good. Make... not 5 more, sorry. No, and don't pick up any green signs, that's annoying as fuck. There we go. Oh, yeah, pick up some steel, that's fine. Make some more. Good, you're making gears. And as such, you will also be making gears. Copy paste. Gears will be going into here. You need something that makes pipes for you. So maybe let's make it a little bit different. 1, 2, 3. Where are pipes? Pipes over there. Gears. Nope. Over there. Paste, paste. And then you have everything you need. You actually also have everything you need. You don't need any aluminum, which is nice. But everything else, you have everything you need. Then down here, circuits are coming in by belt. Chromium is coming in by belt. The only thing we need is some more solder. And how much solder do we need? We need 15 solder every 10 seconds, so 1.5 per second. Solder. Ooh. Ooh. Or just this one. We would have to have 6 solder. Or with this, 2 of these. 2 of these would be fine. But then we would need to access to some tar. And that's the thing. How much tar do we have? How are the tar pipes doing? How is the tar place doing? Are there any better tar recipes? Make it stone. What's this? Oh, starch. Starch? Ha. Huh. Oh, we can make it out of coal. And coarse fraction. Wait a minute. This is full of that stuff. Or we just do the basic recipe and build 6 assembly plants over there and just belt it in. I think we're going to go with that. Good. And then we only have to belt in all of the other resources. And move all of the other resources around. And at some point we have to upgrade this because this, as you can see, it's not kicking it. As everything will be eaten by these two. Good. Which also means... there's a problem. I didn't really intend this to be... Yeah, that's better. Good, let's start setting up stuff. Make 14 of these, we need more iron. So you put your stuff over there so that these can feed off it. Good, that's that one down, that one down. Then we need a belt for steel. Now a belt with aluminum plates and simple circuits. That can come in from, say, all the way over here. Actually, it would probably be fine if we go like this. And pull you in, pull you in, pull you in. So that's this one down, this one down. Then we need steel. Small parts will be coming from you. And as we need quite a lot of it, it should be coming in like this. That's the small parts then. And we could make a belt with solder and the steel. And over here, you would need only the solder. So we could do something like... Oh, let's just pull it down here. How about this? And then the chromium, which is currently residing over here. Go down. Go over. And then go in. Good, so... one belt, aluminum circuits. Circuits over there. We could do it like this. And aluminum is all the way over there. I have an idea. Things you do when you actually build yourself in the corner. It doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to work. Good, more research speed, perfect. What else can we do? What else is batteries? We will... Yes, these robots don't need batteries, that's pretty interesting. But batteries are a hard requirement at some point. Let's start also powering this thing up. That should do it. Also add some lights. There we go. Now, how much aluminum do you need? Oop. Make more of these. Good. The rubber belt is technically coming in. Let's focus on these. You need like a waving army over here. And then similarly, you need a waving arm over there. Then to there probably. No, this will be a little bit annoying. Under, over. Under, over. In, in. That should be fine. Then you need a couple line and also a gear line. That's something we can do. Oh. Am I out of underground? Yes. Most of these machines look pretty amazing. And we only have seen half of them, I think. There's still so much more there. And have you seen the amazing brain? There he is. Sometimes he speaks. Not today, it seems. Oh. That was feared it. This machine is a science upgrade, a science pack upgrade machine. It'll cost quite a lot to upgrade your science pack from one level to the next level. At a cost of 10 to 1 for red to green, and technically 100 to 1 from red to blue, and 1,000 to 1 from red to whatever the next one is. So currently, I think it's only suitable. It's only suitable to go to the next level if you can automate the previous level. For example, we could go from green and red because we have automated it to blue, as that recipe would require us. We could actually. We should have everything in the box. Next to it, brains, this stuff. Then we would only need access to the green science. Then some oil. And then some fetal serum. And then we could make some basic chemical blue science. But this will not be very efficient. However, it will be enough to snipe down maybe 1 or 2 blue sciences, which we may or may not are going to do. So, for example, if we would see that we would need, for example, access to low-density structures for some whatever reason, or maybe advanced electronics. No. No, we're not going to do that. Can't hear with the ad. It's also very, very silent for me. It's really, really silent. He says it like really, really silent. He says, bow to me. So you have to bow to him sometimes, it seems.